Hi everyone, I'm Thomas Kinkade, the painter of light. You know, I have been known for years as a romantic, someone who really enjoys going and visiting spots that are beautiful, peaceful, and serene. Of course, I've done many paintings of Carmel by the Sea. It's one of my favorite places on the West Coast because the small lanes and beautiful historic architecture really blends beautifully with the oceanside setting. On the East Coast, I don't think you'll find a more romantic spot than Charleston, South Carolina. This is one of my favorite places to explore. I've been going there for years with my wife, Nanette. In fact, recently I had the chance to set up my easel right at Rainbow Row, the historic district of houses built in the 18th century. I was able to set up my easel and work right on location. I painted feverishly to try to capture the light. That finished painting was issued as a plein air print release, documenting that blustery, sunshiny morning that I worked right on Rainbow Row. After completing my plein air painting, which of course was done entirely on location, I brought the painting back and created this painting, which is a studio reinterpretation of my original plein air. This involved working over the original colors of the plein air painting and changing the mood to create a sunset glow. I envisioned what it would look like on a rainy afternoon as the clouds are just clearing and sunset is coming to Rainbow Row. Rainbow Row was once the center of commercial activity for all of South Carolina. Now, these pastel row houses were originally built in the 18th century by merchants. This happened many years before the Civil War. Now, these merchants had shops on the first floor and living quarters on the upper floors of the buildings. Now, facing the harbor and docks, these dwellings were ideally situated when ships came in bearing goods from Europe. Now, back then, the general population could not read or write, so they had a special coloring system for their shops. For example, a pink shop might represent a linen store, or a blue shop might be a shoe store. Now, Rainbow Row is also one of the oldest neighborhoods in Charleston. This boulevard was the most fashionable place for an evening stroll in the late 1730s, if you can believe that. Now, you can still take a stroll through this area and feel the bustle and excitement of colonial America. Of course, as with all my paintings, especially sunsets where I create the effect of lights and mood, you really will see a change, a dramatic change as you dim the lights on the painting. And you will see that the lights of the shop windows appear to glow. We have cars with their headlights reflecting, and of course, the sunset sky itself takes on an amber, rich glow. I really had fun working on many of the details in my painting, Charleston, Sunset on Rainbow Row. This painting was a chance for me to turn the clock back a little because you see, Rainbow Row has been the same for literally hundreds of years. So I was able to set a mood and a nostalgic sense of an earlier day and age. I used vintage cars, like I often do. In addition to the vintage cars, I really had fun with the classic horse-drawn carriage. Now, these carriages have been operating for many, many years. It's a real tradition in Charleston. An early morning tour of the city while the air is cool, or in this case, a late afternoon, evening, as the color just gets so vibrant. What a romantic thing to do, especially if you're there with your sweetheart. As with everything I create, Charleston Sunset on Rainbow Row is a painting that brings a message of inspiration and beauty into the home. I like to think of my paintings as silent messengers that carry a little inspiration, a little joy, a little beauty into your day-to-day life. As I always say, it's something good you can do for your home and for your family, especially if, like me, you have been to Charleston and maybe you have some wonderful memories of that area. Perhaps this painting will be a reminder of the beauty of Charleston. Well, I hope you will enjoy my painting, Charleston Sunset on Rainbow Row. This is my gift as one romantic to another. This is Thomas Kinkade. God bless you, and thanks for sharing the light.